tell you a little bit about Bernie. Bernie said music has changed his life in 1976 when he spent nearly a year busking through France and Italy, playing in outdoor cafes, the Paris Metro, nightclubs, and colleges. His songwriting is influenced by storytellers whose songs range from serious to lighthearted. Favorites include John Prine, Jim Croce, and Lyle Lovett. Today, he's singing at the Folk Project, but he's also a proud member of the Skyline Songwriters Guild in Morris County, New Jersey, and he also hosts a monthly songwriter circle. A full CD is coming in 2025, and before I welcome him to the stage, one of the things we do at the Open Stage is every month we try and feature one of our performers. That person gets featured. This month it's Bernie. We also have opening acts for the main concerts, so there's a whole pathway traveling through music opportunities here. So I'd like to take the opportunity to welcome, there he is, Bernie. Come on up, and Bernie Drury. You're plugging in?
Yes, I am. Thank you, sir. There we go. Don't mess up. Can you repeat that, please?
I said welcome to
Oh, okay. We might have a different definition of messing up, Todd. Well, thank you very much. It's great to see so many people. Welcome to 2025. We need music more than ever, right? And so let's support. And last week's concert was an all-timer with the Joe Cerati Trio, and let's keep coming out for all of the wonderful acts that are booked here. So I'm going to play a couple of songs that I haven't played here before, and I think that's a good thing. It's there was a time when I was sitting with some friends, and we were talking about a younger generation and a couple that were breaking up, and one of my friends said, yeah, I could tell right from the beginning it wasn't going to work. And so I went home and I thought, well, what would be a sign right from the beginning? And I thought, well, if someone went and bought a jigsaw puzzle on the honeymoon. Now, I know there are jigsaw enthusiasts in the audience, Alicia, and however, and you guys write letters, so I don't want to tick you off. But if only one of the people really loved jigsaw puzzles, it might not be the best sign. So this is a serious song, actually, called Jigsaw Puzzle. I'm going to bounce over there, though, and use it in the second chorus. I thought...
You're going to bounce for Let me get a good look at you.
Todd, I don't have a side. If you're looking for get my good side, my side went away years ago. So, Kathy, you made it. Found that jigsaw puzzle you bought on a honeymoon. Should've known it was a sign to pay attention to. Now the keepsake's worn and battered, pieces are missing. I'm sure you said the words, I just didn't wanna listen. I used to share. Now I can't find that anywhere. I said we should try. You said no, not this time, 'cause this time is goodbye. Your face in a faded photo, was your smile all an act? 'Cause one day I kissed you, and no one kissed me back. You said I was a dreamer, Turns out I'm just a fool. Said you'd grow to love me. Well, I've always been in love with you. Yeah, we used to share. I know love isn't fair. I said we should try. You said no, not this time, 'cause this time is goodbye. I said we should try. You said no, not this time, 'cause this time is goodbye. Why's it always seem to be the true believer is the last one to see? And here's an old love letter you wrote when we were young. Made me feel invincible, like the good times had begun. Things would finally fall together and the stars would align. But when things fell, they just fell apart. What was ours is now just yours and mine. Oh, we used to share. Why do I still care? I said we should try. You said no, not this time, 'cause this time is goodbye. I said we should try. You said no, not this time, 'cause this time is goodbye. This time, this time, this time, oh, this time is goodbye. Thank you. So anybody that knows me knows I can't stay serious too long. So this is, there might be 1 million love songs. I mean, that might even be low, that number. I don't know. But I wrote a song a few years ago about people that just like hanging out together. And these might be the anti-commitment people. But so if we're not in love, maybe we're in like. And that's the name of the song. So. Where you and me coexist peacefully, living life pleasantly, but I hear there could be more. They talk of fireworks and shooting stars, hearts beating like a racing car. Well, are these the kinds of things that we should be trying for? Comfortable being two, no matter what they might want us to do with our lives. I think I speak for you. We're happy just being two, so baby, maybe we're in life. Separate interests, separate bank accounts, separately together on this ride. No, we might take different paths, but baby, is to, since the dawn of time, I say we just persist, and if we feel there's something that we missed, we can keep on trying till we get it right. I said, baby, they might say we're crazy. Well, baby, maybe, maybe we're in light. Oh, oh. Baby, maybe we're in light. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm just going to get the decapoing effect going. So in 2018, I was invited to take part in a 9/11 memorial show. We were all asked to write a song about 9/11. And it just so happened, the Port Authority was my only client for the last 20 plus years of my career, so I had a lot of connections to the Trade Center. And I had gone on a private tour led by the fellow longtime port person who was in charge of rebuilding. And it was about 8 of us, and it was really quite touching. At one point, he just, and it was very uplifting, it wasn't sad, really. But at one point he said, well, in a minute everything changed. And that's not particularly profound, it's been said before, but given the context and where we were and everything, it struck me. So when I had to write a song, I didn't write about 9/11. I didn't think I could, actually. But I wrote about when we lose someone suddenly. Everybody's had that happen. And we naturally think back to the last time we saw them. And too often, we think we wish we could have done or said something differently. And so this is just about making the most of the moments when we have the moments. It's called In an Instant. Life can change in an instant from the one you know. Look on a doctor's face, voice on a telephone. All those things you thought were important a few short breaths ago are simply forgotten as you fight to gain control. La da da, la da da, la da da da. Don't forget to say I love you. Make the time for one more kiss. When life changes in an instant, these are the very things you'll miss. Tomorrow isn't promised, so why do we hesitate to share what's in our hearts? Let's stop making this mistake. All we have is the present, the here and now. If you have something to tell someone, say it right out loud. Don't forget to say I love you. Make the time for one more kiss. When life changes in an instant, These are the very things you miss. No one's ever ready, there's no way to prepare. So use every chance you're given to let your loved ones know how much you care. If you had the chance to go back in time, just this morning and the way you said goodbye, would you still be in a hurry to grab your bag and go? Or would you linger, steal a few seconds more? Don't forget to say I love you. Make the time for one more kiss. Whoa. When excuse me. These are the very things you miss. Don't forget to say I love you. Make the time for one more kiss. Whoa. When life changes in an instant, these are the very things, these are the simple things, these are the precious things you miss. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, this is the last song, and my dad, I have played this here, but a long time ago. My dad, his birthday's coming up in a couple weeks. He's been gone for quite a while, but he would be turning 95. So, here. You know what? Here we go. Let's just do that. There we go. When I was a kid, I grew up in Kearney, New Jersey, and very blue collar. My dad had a lot of jobs. Thank you. He had a lot of jobs when I was growing up, but when I got to high school, he got a really good job. And he asked for the earliest shift, which began at 6 a.m. And he did that so he could come to all my football practices. You know, not just the games, but the practices. And he was the only dad or parent that did that. He was also an old school Irish guy. He never said, I love you. But my brother and I both knew when we looked up and saw him there, you know, that he did. So it's called The Man in the Chevrolet. A man isn't measured by fortune or fame. All that truly matters is your good name. When I played on high school fields, be it practice or a game, wouldn't even have to look to know you're in that same old parking spot you always took. Watching from the car, only dad there every day. I knew in my heart you'd be there. You'd be there. The sunny days would find you leaning on the fence. Rainy days I'd look for the glow from your cigarette through the windshield. But what mattered if I needed strength? I'd look through the goalpost for that old white Chevrolet. 'cause you'd be there. You'd always be there. A man isn't measured by fortune or fame, no. All that truly matters is your good name. You gave me your good name. Now the fields I walk are where the game of life is played. When times are hard, I'll close my eyes and pray for guidance from afar. Get me through the day. I'll often think back to the man in the Chevrolet, and things will be okay. 'Cause that's what he would say. A man isn't measured by fortune or fame, no. All that truly matters is your good name. You gave me your good name. When I was finishing this song, my first grandchild was born. My grandson. And he comes into this last verse. Your line remains unbroken, though the Chevrolet's long gone. Now there is another man to carry your name on. When my children and their children play fields their very own, the gift I will give them, the one that I'll pass on, well, I'll be there. I'll always be there. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. Okay. I'm assuming. Yeah. Okay.